All right, this is a matter of the extradition of Kenneth Ryan Bright, Breit. Okay. Are you Mr. Bright?
Yes, sir.
Okay. There's been a demand made for your surrender out of Cleveland County, Oklahoma, for failure to appear.
Yes.
You have the right to challenge extradition if you wish. You also can waive extradition and go back voluntarily. Do you know what you want to do?
I need to get back there, sir.
Okay. Well, if you want to waive, they've got some forms there. I just need to tell you a little bit more about your rights. You have a right to hire your own attorney to represent you in this extradition matter. And if you can't afford to hire one, you can apply for a court-appointed attorney that would represent you on the extradition matter, not the underlying matter there in Oklahoma, but the matter of extradition. And if you wanted to test legality of this extradition, I would advise the county attorney it'd be his duty to get a fugitive complaint on file and notify the demanding state that you are challenging it and that they need to pursue a governor's warrant. You still want to waive and go back?
Yes, sir.
All righty. There's the application there, or the waiver, I should say, of extradition form. And if you want to go back on warrant number 22-280, you can sign that in triplicate for me. And I will order after you do that, I'll order the sheriff's department to notify Oklahoma immediately that they need to come get you.
The same. Right, there you go. Yeah, same forms over and over.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same form over and over, three times anyway.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good luck in Oklahoma. I'll find that you've knowingly, willingly, voluntarily waived your rights.
Get out of the hospital.
I'll order the sheriff to notify Oklahoma authorities to come get you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Your Honor, did you want to see the other ones? We don't have them up here now, but we can get them.
I only have one other one. Is there more than one more?
Yeah,
Mr. Wilson's the only one I know of. Is there more?
Nope, that was it. Just
I'm ready for him, yes.
okay, we will go get them right now.
Okay. All right, this is 25 TOR 147, State versus Chico Wilson. Mr. Wilson, looking at the files here, it looks like back on April 11th, so 4 days ago, it says you failed to appear in Judge Sylvester's court. He issued a bench warrant, $10,000 cash for professional surety. If you make that bond, you need to be back in court this Friday, April 18th at 1:30. Looks like you already have an attorney and had a first appearance, so that's all you need to do. If you make bond, you need to be back in court April 18th at 1:30.
Judge, this is Mott.
Yes, sir.
I didn't, I didn't know that I had, court, April 11th, cause the girls, baseball has, that league baseball has started back up, at Friday, and I went, did that baseball so I could have, that money. I didn't know, I really didn't know, Judge, I had court April 11th, and, I went to the baseball deal. So I could
What
have
baseball deal? What baseball deal?
some of the, our umpire, I'll be umpiring, and they was short with umpiring. If I would know that I had court, I would have went. But I went and did that for the girls, and to pay on some of my fines, and that's what I did. And honestly, if I know I had court, Ms. Mott, I would have went. And I used all the money to pay all my fines yesterday, and I really don't have $1,000 to make
Right.
bond. I'm really trying, Your Honor. I am, and that's all I got at baseball right now. It helped, really helped me. And
Right. Okay. Well, here's the problem I'm having here. Of course, this is a docket that I don't cover. It's Judge Sylvester, but I'm just looking at it, and there's been times in the past here. It looks like you failed to appear, and then the state requested a bench warrant, and then it was withdrawn later. And so there's, in this file alone, there's a history of short history of not appearing. So maybe are you just not you have an attorney. Are you not keeping in contact with him, or do you have a phone? Is there some disconnect between you and your attorney? What's going on? We got to get this resolved.
yeah, it's when I call, for some reason his number it keep popping up on my phone spam. I don't know why.
Okay, and before we get into all that, it's your responsibility to make these court hearings, and so if you have to come down, and you live here in Wellington, as I recall, right?
Yes, I'm not going on with this.
If you have to come up to the courthouse and you can't remember when your court is, you need to come up and check those things, because that's your responsibility. And I don't want to hear, I know I get the spam calls too, but if that's why you and your attorney aren't connecting because his phone pops up as spam on your deal, that's the most important thing for you to probably deal with is coming to court so you don't end up arrested and then you can't make any money.
Yes.
So I don't know how to fix this, because if you're not going to appear, I just let you loose, and then you don't appear this Friday either because you forgot or something. I don't know.
Your Honor, I will not miss another court day, Your Honor.
All right.
Will not.
Let me see what you're charged with here. Okay. Oh, okay. Are you where do you live? How many miles from the courthouse do you live?
I stay on 4th Street, 816 East 4th Street,
So you could walk. You're an able-bodied guy. You're umpiring and doing that. I know. So you could walk down here if you needed to, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to leave your court date at April, this Friday. Let me make sure that's April 18th. What's today? The 15th, right? Tax day, 16th. Yeah, it is 18th. Your court date's going to be April 18th at 1:30. So somebody at the jail write that down for him and give him that April 18th at 1:30. And I'm going to lower his bond to $1,000 own recognizance bond. What that means, Chico, is that you don't have to put any money up to bond out, but if you fail to appear, you're going to be out $1,000. I mean, you'll owe it anyway. Then they'll have to collect it, but that will. And if you don't show up, I mean, you can't blame it on your phone or anything. Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, but you need to be in person in court. No Zoom, no nothing. You need to be here in person. Okay. All right. Let me lower it to $1,000 on recognizance. Are you still umpiring with Mr. Page? Is that who you're umpiring with?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
I'll set this over to, like I said, April. I'm writing it down here, April 18th. I'm almost just talking to myself, so I don't forget. April 18th at 1:30. Okay, appear in person, talk with your attorney. You guys need to make some plans for either contesting this or working it out and getting through it. Okay, and you got to write it down. When the judge will tell you, either if you don't resolve it on Friday at 1:30, write it down what your next court date is. So it won't matter if you don't connect up with your attorney on the phone thing. Although you should answer his phone and talk to him so you guys can figure out what you're going to do.
sir.
All right. So when you get loose here today, what are you going to do Friday?
I'm from the court.
Yeah, at 1:30, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you call your attorney when you're out? You have his number, right?
Yes, sir.
Call him, and it's Mike Brown, right?
Sir.
Call Mike Brown. Tell him you're bonded out. Tell him you're going to be there at 1:30. If you need to set up a meeting with him before then, do that. I mean, he may not be available for you, but maybe you want to talk to on the phone about how to proceed. Just, you got to engage in these things. They're not going to go away. You live here. They're always going to be able to know where you're at and go arrest you. It's going to be a pain in your butt. And eventually I'll just have to say, you know what? You have to sit in jail till it gets resolved. All right. Nothing further.
Thank you.
Good luck.